The adversary of God and man, with thoughts of highest design, puts on swift wings, and explores his solitary flight o'er the scape of hell. Coasts sometimes he scours, and then high touring the fiery concave, till at last appear hell-bounds with circling fires, reaching to the horrid roof, gates thrice threefold, brass, iron, rock, and on either side a formidable shape. Distinguishable not in member, joint, or limb, execrable shape was one. Black it stood as night, and shook a dreadful dart. The monster came fast with horrid strides. Hell trembled as he strode. Satan replied, "Be assured I mean to pass, though barred, and thou shalt learn by proof, hell-born. Retire, or taste thy folly. Contend not with spirits of heaven." So spake the fiend. To whom the goblin replied, "He thou art who first broke faith, and now eternal days do waste in woe and pain. For never but once more was such a pair opposed. In mid-air so frowned the mighty combatants, each shaking pestilence and mighty war. Now had been achieved great uncanny deeds, had not the snaky sorceress rushed between. Seemed she woman to the waist and fair, yet in many a voluminous scaly fold ended. Never ceasing hellhounds barked around. Sting armed at her nether end threatened. "Thou art my father, thou my author," she cried. "At thy right hand I shall reign voluptuous in light and bliss, and live in thy house at ease, as beseems thy daughter. Please hold." Shining fair, out of thy head I sprung, and amazement seized all the host of angels. I pleased with attractive graces, and soon in darkness thou took'st joy with me. My womb ere long conceived a burden. At last this odious offspring my entrails tore. He, my inbred enemy, forth issued, and in embraces forcible and foul, begot me these yelling monsters whom you see. And now the crafty fiend thus answered smooth, "Both him and thee, and all the host of spirits who fell, will profit by my deeds to come. Uncouth errand I undertake, and expose myself to now search with wandering high unequal quest, designed to bring myself and thee, sin and death, to dwell at ease and free." Now both seemed highly pleased. Our dalliance had with thee in heaven will now find riches in alliance. Thus from her side the fatal key she took, her bestial train rolling, every bolt and bar unfastened. Great hinges and harsh thunder, and like a furnace mouth belching flame, the infernal doors open fly, but to shut excelled her powers, even if she would, so wide they stood for hell to pass. Over the abyss he, uplifted, spurns the ground, pondering his voyage through the hoary deep. Elements and mutiny he had to cross, the nighter hurried him aloft where chaos keeps. Chaos now his dark pavilion spread before his keep, himself enthroned upon the wasteful deep, and sable-vested Night along beside, and Erebus. Unto his left Demogorgon stood amid the eddied tide. Satan, bold upon his mission, thrust his fears aside. "Good Chaos and ancient Night, observe my flight. Under thy banner herewith I fly from prison's blight. I seek to where the readiest path dost lead from this darksome desert through which your empire stands. Ethereal king hath cast me down of late, and being so, thus I now fly up to heaven's light from hell's gate.